Hey everybody, I just had this weird thing happen, so I just wanted to put it out there to see if it's happening anywhere else. I was on my Bible study tonight. We do it through the Facebook Live and the TikTok and all that, so I've got it open both ways. And all of a sudden, my lights here in my home went whoop, where it's like they started to go out and they came back on. But the same thing happened with multiple people that were on the live event because on the Facebook live, it's kind of like Brady Bunch. We're all in all these little squares, so we could see everybody, and it all happened at the same time. But I'm in Minneapolis. Somebody else is in Brooklyn Park. Somebody else is in St. Paul. We're all at all these different places, and the power went whoop, and it did it more than once tonight. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, now the power goes out, what's going to happen? I've got my yard lights over here to the side. Let me grab them real quick, show you what I mean. I have multiples of these, and all it is just a little dollar store, Dollar Tree container that I emptied the stuff out of it because I'll use it for crafting stuff. And this is one of those yard lights that used to have the big long black thing on it that you spike in the ground. I took the bottom thing off, stick it in this, put them in my window in the morning, and then when it gets dark, it lights up. So if the power goes off, I'll have extra light, and I have multiples of that. You can get that for $1.25. Hello, at the Dollar Tree. I highly suggest that people grab a few of those. I mean, you don't have to hoard stuff, but do try to grab a few of those so you have what you need when you need it. Because if you don't have anything else, or if you can't afford anything else, it's $1.25. That's about the cheapest light that you're gonna be able to get with the little solar panel deal. All you gotta do is when you get up in the morning, put that thing in a jar, a cup, a mug, or whatever, all empty, washed out peanut butter container or whatever. Set it up in your windowsill so it gets that sunlight. That's all you gotta do. And then when it's dark, and if you put it in a container like this, when it's dark, it reflects off the side of this or whatever little mason jar, whatever you got. And you can take it from room to room. You can have a bunch of them. So you have one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom, or whatever you wanna do with it. But just curious, if you all going through the same stuff that I was going through, because I think that's pretty interesting that several of us were on that live event and it all happened at the same time. And you could see the lights flicker all at the same time for all of us. Now, if you say this is not your sort of a style, then you can always step it up to a higher level, get you a nice portable power pack. I am a fan of Dr. Prepare. And no, I'm not endorsed by Dr. Prepare at all. I'm not endorsed by anybody. My videos are not even monetized. But I do like Dr. Prepare because this is so small and it's lightweight, easy to carry. If the power goes out, I got lights right here on the front that will do an emergency beacon or regular straight flashlight. I've got places where I can plug in stuff, including plugging in the phone, plugging in the laptop, plugging in all kinds of different things. And you charge it up, and it seems to last forever. I mean, look at that. Still fully charged. It holds a charge very well. So I'm a big fan of it. See how bright that is? Pretty dang bright. I like having something, and that's what does the emergency thing, and then it does the strobe lighting. I'm a big fan of having some emergency power. If you can't afford two, get one. If you can't afford this one, there are some other ones on um, Amazon that are cheaper. small like this. It may not be so cutesy as this is. This is kind of cutesy. There's some that have more of an industrial look, but it's hey, it works. I think they're green or something, but it works. And they come with big lights that have a hook on them so that you can charge it up because it's solar, and then you can hang them so that you have a bright light that shines down. You know, you can get something like that with your little power pack and those two or three of those lights for like 45 bucks on Amazon if you're able to afford. But like I said, if money's tight, and it is for a lot of us, I ain't mad at you because it is for a lot of us. That's why this is an easy go to. An easy go to. I can actually like see if I can do this so you can get more of an example of how it shines. You see how it shines? And this is just one, and I have multiples of this. So I can put it in different places. And I know you can see the light reflecting off of my picture back there. Those are just the little white Christmas lights that I hang in the front window because it gives a sense of peace and it looks really nice from the outside too. And it adds a little extra light outside. And like if I do that and put that in my windows, and my neighbor does that, and those little Christmas lights, you know, they don't burn much anything. But if I do that, my neighbors do that, it adds some light outside when we have all these trees and bushes and things. No, it's not going to make it bright like day, but it does add a little more light and gives more of a sense of peace. And especially if you're waiting on an Uber or whatever and you're trying to get up out of here, you have a little bit more light. Trying to get out or trying to get back in. Just wanted to throw that out there real quick. Anybody else have any weird stuff happen with their lighting? Something's going on, at least here in Minnesota. And I feel like if it's happening here, it's probably happening somewhere else too. So, is it happening where you are? If it is, put a note down in the comments section. Nobody's asking for your home address or anything. I just want to know how far spread this thing is because that happened while we were on Facebook Live. All of us in different places, and that's not my next door neighbor. It's not even my neighbor down the street. These are people cities away from me, cities away. And we're all experiencing the same thing just like that. So after that live, I was like, make sure I got my stuff together because you got to do that in times such as this. Take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.